Hey, Kevin here with another Flippin' Dork Flips and Finds video where I show you different items that pick up really cheap thrifting and garage selling, and I sell them online on eBay or Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. There's different places like that, depending on if I want to ship it out or if it's like something really big and bulky I just want to sell locally. Okay, so this week started off with a couple of local sales, so let me show you the first one. Well, the first sale of the week is kind of weird. This is a bag of corks. There's a little over 200 in there. At a garage sale last fall, I bought 7 bags of these. There's over 1,400 corks. I bought them all for $20. When I looked them up on eBay, people were selling them for about $20 with free shipping. So you'd probably get somewhere around $10 a bag. And I had them up on eBay for a while, and the person that was selling a lot was doing like $18.95 a bag, $19.95 a bag. So I put mine, I think, at $17.95 a bag, thinking they'd just sell out quick, and I didn't sell any at all. So within the last, I don't know, a couple of weeks or so, I put them locally, and now someone's coming by to buy a bag. I'm just selling them locally for $10 a bag. So if I do sell them all, I'll make $50 profit. But if someone wants to buy all 7 bags, I would do $40 or $45 just to get rid of them, because I don't know, it didn't work out quite like I thought. But someone's coming by to get 1 bag for 10 bucks. So I already get half my money back. I sell 1 more, I'm even. And then I can decide how to sell the rest. But anyway, that's the first local sale of the week. Okay, so as you saw, that was a bag of corks. There's a little over 200 in that bag. I bought 7 bags that each had like 200 plus corks in them. The lady said there was at least 1,400 in total. And I paid $20 for the whole lot at a garage sale. And I looked them up on eBay, and they were going for pretty good money, you know, close to $20, something like that. You make about $10, $12 profit. And I put them on eBay, and they weren't selling. So now I'm just trying to sell them locally, at least get my $20 back, and then once I do that, then I can decide, I just want to chunk the rest out for, you know, someone gets 5 bags of these for like 20 bucks. I just double my money, be done with it, and never do it again. Or do I want to just, you know, kind of let it be a slow burn and make my $10 here and there till it's all done? I'm not sure yet, but they did sell. Okay, the second item that sold was that little wood side table I just bought this past weekend. I paid $5 at a garage. Actually, it was like a moving sale. They had stuff inside their house for sale. And anyway, I paid $5 for it. I had it listed for, I think, 20, and it finally sold. So, I mean, it really only took like 4 or 5 days. I think I bought it Friday, so it took 5 days to sell, which is not bad. It was $15, which is still pretty good for a quick little local flip. But I should probably start focusing on a little bit higher priced items, because they really start building up, and it's taking up too much room. I still like flipping them, but I should start raising my price on what I'm looking for, or my value of items I'm selling, so that I'm not just flipping a bunch of $10 items. I can start flipping, you know, $50 items and $60 and $70 and things like that. You get the same amount of money for less work. Okay, as far as eBay sales go, the first one here is a vintage Uncle Milton's giant ant farm, still new in the box, sealed. I got it at a garage sale, worked out a deal. It ended up being $4. I thought it was going to sell for about $35 plus shipping, but it did not. I dropped the price down to $24.95, and it sold. They also paid $16.06 shipping, which is a total of $41.01. So that was a pretty good sale. The second one here is a Game Boy Advance. I have it wrapped up, so I have to show a picture. This is in that kind of see-through blue. I think they call it glacier blue or ice blue or something like that. Game Boy Advance, it worked. It has the batteries in there. I tested it out. Came with a game, Lilo and Stitch, which no one probably really cares about. It's worth like $3 shipped or something like that. So I just included it with this. I got it for $3 at a garage sale. It sold for $34.95 plus $3.75 shipping. That's a total of $38.70. So that is pretty good too. So I have just a few minutes to get these labels printed for these and shipped out before the post office closes, so let me do that real quick. Alright, it's the next day. I had 1 eBay sale this morning so far. Maybe more will happen later today, but this is what I had so far. It's this hat. I'm trying to remember where I got this. I think it was Goodwill or Salvation Army. I don't remember exactly where. But anyway, pretty wild looking. Got the polka dots and arrows and these bear claws. The interior is like the satiny arrow and bear claw material. I mean, it looks like it's the signature design of some artist or something, but I never could find much information about it. All I know is it's New Era, it's a snapback, and it's sponsored by Mountain Dew or something like that. When I did research on eBay, I couldn't really find any, but when I did a Google search on it, I ended up finding one that had sold on eBay a long time ago. It went for pretty good money. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I thought this was going to end up being like about a maybe $30 hat, $25, $30, something like that. Well, it didn't happen. I dropped the price just to get rid of it, and I was actually just about to delete it off of eBay over the weekend, and I forgot to do it and ended up selling today. So it only went for $9.95 plus $3.75 shipping, which is a total of $13.70, and I paid $2 for it, so it's not really that good of a sale. It's a little something though. Maybe I can get some feedback off of it. But I don't know, I thought it was kind of a cool hat, and I'm still a little back and forth on hats. I think I have an idea of which ones tend to kind of sell well. I think it's got to be vintage hats. I'm not sure that these like a little bit newer ones, even as crazy as they are, I'm not sure that they really sell that well. So I've definitely slowed down on buying hats. I'm only going to buy old ones really. But anyway, that was the sale, so let me get it boxed up and sent out, and we'll see what else sells. Alright, so it's now Thursday, and had a couple of really nice sales overnight on eBay. One of them before I went to bed, the others when I was sleeping. Also, I think I forgot to mention I had a couple of local sales. One yesterday, and then the other one was, I don't remember if it was yesterday or the day before or what. So I'll just do a quick review. I sold that bag of corks a while back for $10. I think I showed that. I also sold the wood end table with a drawer. I don't remember if I showed that or not. I paid $5. I sold it for $20. I think that sold yesterday. Then there was that orange dresser shelf project thing. It was like kind of unfinished. I bought it at a garage sale for $5. She was asking $10. I, offered $5 and she took it. And it was an old beat up dresser. It was pretty rough. It had a terrible orange paint job on there. But the idea was cool. The lady had taken a broken dresser and she pulled off the drawer faces, left the inside of the drawer in there, and then it acted as shelves. And then she displayed her shoes in there. It was a little beat up. It was definitely project grade. It needed to be totally refinished. And I saw potential in it. I didn't want to do it myself, so I just offered it to someone else, on Facebook Marketplace. So I had it listed for, I think, $35. Nothing really happened. I dropped it down to $30 after it sat for almost a week or so. And then this lady was interested. She said she likes to redo furniture. She wanted to check it out. She come by. She liked it. She offered $25. I accepted. So I made $20 profit on that, and at least it's gone. And I believe she's going to finish it exactly like I was thinking too, where the edge of the drawers that looked kind of rough, she was going to like trim it out to make it look nicer, and then sand and smooth and paint it and all that kind of stuff. Okay, also last night I sold those rubber coated dumbbells I just picked up this past weekend at a garage sale. Paid $5, which was a great deal on them. There was 2 8s, 2 5s, 2 3s, and 2 1s, which I don't remember the math, but that's 30-something pounds. And with dumbbells, you can usually get, with like metal dumbbells or like the Hex metal dumbbells or the rubber coated ones, the ones that are like plastic filled with sand, I don't bother with those. But like metal dumbbells, you can get anywhere from about 50 cents to 75 cents per pound. And with those, I sold them for $25. So that fell right in the middle there. I don't remember the math, but it's like 60-something cents per pound. So I think that's pretty good. Okay, I think that was it for the local sales. As far as eBay sales, one of them sold last night before I went to bed. I listed a bunch of things last night. And as I was doing that, one of the items I've had up forever finally sold. It's the last pair of these Under Armour boots, okay? These have that crazy like mountain bike tread on the bottom. This is the size 10. I bought 3 pairs of these at Ross. They were, I think, or I don't remember. Maybe they were like $55.99 plus tax. So with tax, they were just under $61, like $60.89 or something like that. So we'll call it $61. The first 2 pairs sold for, try to remember, was it like $145 and $135, or like $135 and $125, something like that? They were $120 something and above at least. And this pair, and that was back in the winter, okay, because I'm thinking it's more of like a warm weather winter type boot. And this pair just sat around for a while, so I dropped the price on it to try to get them to move, to get my money back, to make a little bit of profit on them. So I had them down to $119 with free shipping, so I was losing out on like $15–20 compared to the other pairs I sold. And they finally sold after I took a best offer. So I had them at $119.95. A couple weeks ago, I put a best offer on them down to $100 to see if I could get any action on these to get them moving. And someone offered me, I think it was $105. So it was right at that point. I was like, do I want to take that? You know, I'm not going to get a whole lot of profit on these after paying shipping, after paying fees, but I need them gone. But maybe I could get a little more. So I tried to counter them just a little more at I think I went 110, which I probably shouldn't have done. Well, that got them to raise, they countered that at 107, so I just took it. I was like, I'm not going to go back and forth over a couple of dollars, so whatever. So they sold for 107 with free shipping. So depending on how far these go, the last two pairs were like $10, $11 to ship, something like that. Plus I have 61 in them, and I'm going to pay 13% on the fees, so I'm not going to make a whole lot on these. Probably like, I don't know, what would they be? 107 minus, let's say it's $11 to ship. That brings me down to what, 96. I have 61 in them, so that's what, $35, and then I got to pay some fees. Man, I'm not gonna make hardly anything on them all, like maybe 20 something bucks. So whatever, at least they're gone, and I'll make some money. But they were good sellers. Maybe I should just held out on these, kept the price high, and just waited till winter or something. I don't know. Whoops, Michael Jackson just fell over. I don't think I ever mentioned this. I got this at a garage sale. A guy in town had a really cool garage sale with tons of vintagey, really cool collectible stuff in his garage, just absolutely full of stuff. And I bought this Michael Jackson, you know, paint your own ceramic thing for $1. My wife hates it, so I had to put it up here in the office. It's kind of creepy. I don't think it has any value, but I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. All right. This right here just sold. This is Street Rod Magazine, first issue from October 1971. I actually got 2 of these. The other one's just slightly rougher condition. Not much. Just has a few more marks on it. Got these at a really cool garage sale. I paid $1 each. The last one sold for like $15.95 plus shipping or something like that. So I put both of mine there. Nothing happened, so I dropped them both down just a little bit to get them moving at $13.95 plus shipping, and I sold my first one. And it went for $13.95 plus $4.45 shipping, which is a total of $18.40. So it's about the same price as the last one that sold. So I'll wrap that up and get it shipped out. And then I got in this thing here, and I'll put my sticker on there, and I'm going to write "Do not bend" on both sides so it gets, you know, it arrives in good shape. Okay, this one is really awesome. Okay, I'm a total fan of these now. It's the second one I've sold. Both of them sold within hours after listing. I listed both of them right before I went to bed, and when I wake up in the morning, they've already sold. So this is the Garmin GPS Map 76CSX. This is a handheld GPS. It's kind of old. Man, I'm trying to remember the date on it. Okay, this one's not super old. This one's 2005. The last one I had that sold was 1998. But I mean, still 13 years old. The last one was 20 years old. These are little Garmin handheld GPSs. People use them for fishing, hunting, geocaching, out hiking, just lots of outdoorsy things instead of their phone. These are a little more accurate. And anyway, I got them dirt cheap. The last one I got for $2 at a garage sale. I took a best offer at $100 plus shipping. It went for $103.75 total. That was a great find. This one I got at a garage sale this past weekend. The last one was 2 weekends ago. I found this one this past weekend. It was $10. As soon as I saw it in the box, I was like, okay, that thing's got to be worth some money. It's got to be like $100 maybe. Even if it's like $75, that's a great find. So I just grabbed it. I looked it up later when I got home, and I was surprised it went for a lot more. Okay, when I finally come around to listing it last night, people were selling them for, in the box, they were selling for like $158.95, $164, or $165, somewhere around there. And I decided to list mine at $164.95. I thought I added shipping, but I must have done free shipping because it sold free shipping. So I have $10 in it, and it sold for $164.95. So that's a really nice flip. So shipping is not that heavy. I imagine it will be $9. We'll call it $10, but I don't think it'll be that much. It'll probably be 8 something, 9 something, somewhere around there. We'll call it 10. That'll bring me down to, we'll say 165, so 155 for purchase price. Another $10 for shipping. $145, and then off of $165 I got to pay 13% fees. So whatever that is, that's what, $16 plus another, we'll call it $20. So I'm gonna make what, like $110, $115 pure profit off of this. So that was a really nice find. I am definitely gonna keep my eye out for these. The last one did not have the box. It only had the little handheld unit and the little tiny foldable quick start instruction guide. This one has the CD, the cable, all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna look for these, and the Garmin's, I looked up like Magellan, a couple other brands, and Garmin seem to go for the most. So any of these that are reasonably priced, I mean, if I found another one in the box like this for 50 bucks, I'd probably still pick it up at a garage sale. So I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, that was the sales so far. Now who knows, maybe there'll be some more later today. So if so, I'll throw them in the video. All right, I got all the boxes ready to be shipped out. Now normally I just throw it in my van and drive down the road like a mile and a half, whatever it is, to the post office, come back, I'm done in like 5-10 minutes, something like that. But today is the first day. It has not been almost 100 degrees. It's only 75 today, so it's a perfect day to ride the bike. And I picked this one up at a garage sale for 30 bucks. It's a little bit older GT. I used to have a little Gary Fisher mountain bike, and the rear got all messed up and the chain would fall off. So I sold it for 55 bucks, and then I ended up finding this one for 30. Bought it from an old man at a garage sale, and it's a little worn out. It definitely is going to need new tires. The wear indicators are showing, and they're kind of cracked. Now that I look at it, I really should replace them soon. The front suspension's a little loose. It's not quite blown out, but it's a little loose, but it still rides better than my old bike. And I went on eBay and got a cheapo, can't even think what you call it now, but the little rack back here. And then I bought one of these little saddle bags or whatever for the back. And now it's kind of a Nerdmobile delivery vehicle for nice days. But anyway, I'll take the bike out today instead of the van. Alright, so now it is Friday, and I did a little bit of garage selling. I also had a couple of eBay sales overnight. I'll show them to you in a minute, but let me show you what I found. So first is the local finds. I just found 2 things today. I have so much stuff I still need to list and sell that I was not trying to go too crazy today. I was just trying to find interesting things that should make pretty decent money. So first thing here is this dresser. 6 drawers. It's not real wood, but it should be a good seller. It has the mirror on there, which I think will really help. It was only $10 for the whole thing. Everything here, all the dresser and the mirror all together, 10 bucks. So it's not real great up close. It was in a little girl's room. It has like stuff all over it. It had marker. I cleaned all that off, but this like fingernail polish or whatever it is not coming off. But I mean, it's just rough around the edges, so I'll just have to sell it kind of as, you know, could be used as is, but more than likely someone's going to want to repaint it. But it has pretty good lines. All the drawers open fine. They're not broken. It's just not real wood. But for 10 bucks, it should be a good flip. I'm not sure what the price is that will get it to move quick, but I'd say probably like $75 or something like that. Or I don't know, maybe more. I haven't sold one with a mirror in a long time, so I'm not really sure how much I can get out of it, especially since it needs to be redone. So I don't know, but we'll just assume somewhere around 75 bucks. Okay, the other thing I found is this really cool trunk. Now this one really looks like a pirate's treasure chest. And I got this at an estate sale. It was a little expensive, so I'm really hoping this one pans out. I paid $50 for this. And a lot of the other trunks I've sold have gone for $50 or a little more. But this one's big. You could definitely, it's like, comes up to my knee here, all right? So it's a good height for the one lady that turned down one of my chests a while back because it was a little too short. She was going to use it for like a photography studio, so maybe someone like that will want this one. But it has really cool lines on it, and it's interesting when you open it up. It has the shelf in there, which is not in the greatest condition, but then it's lined in the bottom, and there's actually an old newspaper from 1944 in there too. It's lined in more of this down underneath that. So I cleaned it up, and I don't know, it's about the same condition as the others I've had. It's just the biggest one I've found so far. It says really cool lines. So you got your old black painted metal, there's some rust, and then there's the really cool wood strips on there. So that thing has a really cool look. So like I said, I paid $50, so I really got to push hard to get good money out of it. I really don't know what it's going to go for. I'm hoping, I don't know if it's going to happen, but I would like to maybe try to list it at like 120, and just because of its size and how interesting it is, see if it sells. but I don't know, I might have to end up selling for way less than I think. I'd really not want to drop down to like $60 or $70. It'd be a waste of my time, but I don't know, we'll see. I wish I could have got cheaper, but it was way too cool to pass on. And I know there's still some money in it, even at $50. Okay, so now let me take you inside and I will show you the few things I picked up for eBay. I didn't even get a lot for that either. All right, so I showed you the local finds, the local flips. So now let me show you some of the items I picked up for eBay while I was out garage selling. Like I said, I did not pick up a lot today. There really wasn't a whole lot. I only stayed in town. I didn't travel outside. There were neighborhood sales in other towns, but it was like almost gonna rain, and like I said, I had to have so much stuff to still post that I didn't want to buy too much. So I just tried to find decent stuff for a few hours, and I'm still going back and forth whether I want to go out tomorrow or not. Probably will, and I'll do the same thing, just maybe buy a few things here and there. Let me show you what I picked up. Okay, first thing here is this little remote, and it was only 25 cents. This one's interesting because it has a screen on there. I actually saw this in the picture that they had listed on Facebook Marketplace for their garage sale posting, and I saw that laying there and I was like, wow, okay, that thing looks interesting. That might be worth some money. So I went there. I went to this garage sale because I saw this in the photo. Okay, so I get up to it and it's not quite what I thought. I thought it was going to be a little better, but it's still not too bad. It's a Logitech remote. I don't remember the number. It's in here somewhere. You have to open up the back. Number 10003. And anyway, 25 cents is going to be an alright flip, but it's not as good as I thought. I thought this was going to end up being like a $30 remote, maybe more, but it's not. It's like $18, $20, something like that with free shipping. So it's not, it's kind of like a lot of remotes, you know, it's still not bad. I mean, you can throw it in a bubble mailer, and for 25 cents to turn that into like 20 bucks, that's not bad. So I'll still go ahead and do it because it's so easy. And I definitely need to test it, make sure it works, that the screen turns on. And I mean, I don't even know how else to test this one, but anyway, definitely need to test that out. Okay, at that same sale, I found a couple of games. Interesting. All right, two of them here. GameCube games. And this one I probably should not have bought, but I'm just thinking of it as like a rescue. I think it will still sell. And anyway, every GameCube game I've had so far has sold fairly quickly, even if it's not for a whole lot of money. So I don't know, I just want to try it on this one. So this is Enter the Matrix. So it is a Matrix game made for GameCube, and it was only 50 cents. And apparently it was bought for, probably used at a local kind of game music store type place for $5. But everything's in there. It's got the booklet and all that. So for 50 cents, it's not going to be a bad flip, but compared to what I normally like to flip, it's not going to be that good. I looked it up, and it's really only like $8 or $9, something like that. So, I don't know. I just kind of wanted to get a little more experience with games and things like that. See how well, this one's kind of testing to see how well a not so good game will sell on a system that seems to be selling well, if that makes sense. So I don't know if the game's any good or not, if people really want it, but it's a GameCube game, so we'll see how it happens. Okay, now this one was a great find. Okay, probably my second best find, well, my second best eBay find of the day. And so this one's GameCube, but Zelda. I mean, as soon as I saw that, I grabbed it. It didn't matter. I didn't even look it up at all. The Matrix one I did look up, and I was like $8, $9. I'll see what happens. Zelda, I didn't even have to look it up. I knew it was going to be good. And for 50 cents, yeah, no brainer. So it does have a booklet in there, but I don't think that's the Zelda. Okay, so it may not be complete. It may not have the actual Zelda booklet, but the game is in here. I didn't even look to see if it was all scratched up. No, it's in great condition. Okay, it'll be a good seller. Okay, so anyway, for 50 cents, this should be a great flip. This is about 30 bucks. Because I did look them up when I got home. I don't see, 2002, 2003, so alright, it's about 15 years old. But yeah, it should go for around 30 bucks, I think. So that should be a great flip. Okay, now this one right here is just for me. I got it at the sale where the next item was. Alright, so this is a giant quarter. And as you can see, a giant fake quarter for 25 cents. So I grabbed it, bought the next item, and they just gave this to me for free. So I thought that was kind of cool. Just something to put here in my collection of junk I have. So I thought that was kind of cool. It is metal, and I don't know. I just like interesting things like that. Okay, here was the eBay find of the day, I think. It is this right here. So this is a really, really big backpack. It is a, let's see, here we go, Kelty, which is a good like internal frame company for backpacks and things like that, for hiking. Basically, it's a hiking bag that you carry your kid around in. So this is Kelty Kids. It's the FC1. It's a little bit stained up. That could be a possible issue with it. But anyway, here we go. So they called it a Kelty Baby Backpack. $20. I didn't even try to get it cheaper because when I looked it up, that was going to be a pretty good deal. I probably should have asked for it cheaper, but oh well. I looked these up, and a couple of them sold recently for $99 plus $20 shipping. So this is like a $100 backpack. And I mean, I'm trying to figure out how. Okay, so you strap it on here, so your back goes here, and then your kid sits here. So I guess their head is above your head. And if you need to set them down, it has the little legs here. But it's pretty good condition, just a little bit stained up, especially in the inside, which I don't know. I don't know if that's going to hurt it or not, but like, I don't know if you can see that or not, but this tag in here is a little bit stained up. But anyway, I'll probably try it at $99 and see what happens, but if I want it to move quick, I might want to go cheaper. But either way, it's just still move quickly. Even if I went at like $89 or $85, it would still be a great flip, and maybe they'll make it move quickly. But I'll try it on the higher end first to see what happens. So, I don't know. There was proof that at least 2 of them had sold for $99 plus $20 shipping. And there's others listed I saw on eBay, but they were not green like this. But the ones that looked exactly like this went for $100. So for 20 bucks, I thought that was a good flip. So anyway, that was it for the finds today. Now I did have 2 sales, so let me show them to you next. All right, as far as eBay sales went today, I had 2 of them, but they're terrible. All right, they're not near what I thought they were going to go for, but whatever. At least they sold, and I get a little something out of them. So the first shirt here, it's interesting, vintage JCPenney, short sleeve shirt, navy blue with red and white paisley pattern all over it, 1 pocket. I think it's from the 70s. And anyway, I've sold some vintage JCPenney clothing in the past, especially in the wintertime. I sold flannel shirts, JCPenney flannel shirts. Those did really well. They sold for pretty good money. So I thought this one was going to go for really good money too. I kind of thought like $25, $30, maybe more, just because it's so like funky. And the JCPenney shirts were selling so well in the winter, but it didn't happen. So I had it listed, you know, like I said, 25, 30 bucks, something like that. I eventually dropped it down to $17.95 or best offer. I put my best offer about $5, $6 cheaper, so I had it at $12, I think. And then someone gave me an offer for $10. It got auto declined. Then they gave me an offer for $12 that went through, and I actually saw that one. And I thought about it, and I was like, I've had the thing so long, I'm just going to sell it. So I sold it for $12. It's with free shipping, and I got it at Goodwill for $3.50. So when I ship it, since it was an international buyer, so I need to ship it to Kentucky, so it's going to be probably $3.18. I paid $3.50. That slashes my $12 in half, and I got to pay eBay and PayPal fees on that as well. So it's going to be an absolutely terrible sale. I'll make like $2 or $3 on it. I mean, almost nothing at all. So I don't know. That one went really south, but at least I got rid of it, and I don't know. I got a little something off of it. Okay, next one. Kind of the same story, but I realized it was not going to be as good of a deal as soon as I tested it. But this is kind of one of those rescues where I just bought it because I thought it was cool. I can play with it for a little while, kind of test it out, see if it works. And it was only $1, so whatever. I could turn $1 into $10, you know, then that's all right. So anyway, this is all wrapped up, bubble wrapped. You won't be able to see it, so I'll throw up a picture. But this is a vintage, I think Radio Shack made it. It was the Super Armatron. This is a little robot toy. It's a little arm. You can like make the head move, the claw open. You can make it go sideways and up and down. And it was supposed to have a second part to it where, I don't even know how to describe it, like a traffic cone that you put rings on, or you can grab these little balls and set them on top of the traffic cone looking thing. So it's kind of like a challenge game, robotics toy type thing. Takes, what was it, D batteries or C batteries, and you turn it on. It's like the world's loudest toy. This thing was so loud, it was unbelievable. I tried to look up advertisements for it, and they didn't mention anything about how much noise this thing made. But it's just incredibly loud. The electronic motors in it, you know, 1970s tech. It was so loud. It's unbelievable. Okay, so anyway, I brought it home. I tested it. I was able to make it work, but two functions did not work. One of them was the claw on it. It would rotate. It was either it would rotate clockwise, but you could not rotate it counterclockwise, or vice versa. I don't remember which. And then the other one was you could raise the arm up and down, but you couldn't, I think you could not get it to swing at the elbow, if that made sense. So the whole thing could twist, but it also had an elbow, and that part did not work. So there was two functions that didn't work. So I bought it for $1. I looked them up. I knew it was really only worth about $20. If it had the extra parts with it, the little ball and the traffic cone looking thing, if it had the box, it'd be a lot more money, like $30, maybe, I don't know, maybe a really nice one would be $40 or $50 if it was like super nice. Mine wasn't, and it did not work that great, so I put it at $17.95 plus shipping, and nothing happened, and I added best offer to it, and someone gave me an offer for $12. Again, another $12 item. So same thing, I figured, well, I knew going in when I listed it that I only paid $1 and it didn't quite work all the way. This is the only offer I got, so I'm just going to take it. So it sold for 12 bucks. They did pay shipping though, which was $11.15. So in total, I believe that's $23.15. So maybe I could have put it at like $24.95 free shipping. It would have sold. I don't know, but anyway, it will not be that great of a sale. So anyway, let me get these shipped off, and we'll see what else happens. All right, so the weekend is now over, and I decided on Saturday to not do any garage selling. It looked like some really good sales out there, but I just had so much stuff that I still needed to get photographs taken and listed that I did not do it. We worked all day Saturday taking photos and boxing up stuff, ran out of boxes. I still got probably a third of it to go, but we're getting pretty close. And I made some really good sales over the weekend as well. Okay, I don't think I mentioned I had two local sales that I think I forgot to take video of both of them. I'm really bad about doing that. I need to get better. Okay, first one was that big, long hall table that had a piece of glass on top. I got it at a garage sale. When I saw it, and it was only, I think, what were they asking, $10 on it? Or $15? I don't remember. But when I saw it, I was like, oh, that thing, there's some money left in that, and I've never really tried selling anything like that. So let me try to experiment with it, but I want to get it cheap. So I tried to get it for, I think, $5, and they were either at 10 or 15. I don't remember which, but anyway, we settled at, I think, $7.50. And I thought maybe I could sell it for 30, 35 bucks because it was pretty big. It had that big piece of glass on it. It needed to be like repainted or whatever. So I had it listed, and of course nothing happened. I don't even remember how much I had it for. It was either maybe 30 or 35. And then finally someone contacted me. I mean, I had this thing listed for probably close to a month now. And for my local finds, that's actually kind of long. And they come by and checked it out. Turns out that these two ladies, they like to redo furniture. They want to know what else I had. So I was hoping I made a bunch of sales, but I didn't. This is the only thing they wanted. And they offered me $25. So I decided to take it. It was the only person or people or whatever that had asked about it at all. So I know it was not a good find. So I bought it for $7.50 and sold it for $25. That was not a very good flip. I don't think I'll buy those anymore. I think from now on, I'm just going to stick to the standards that I always do well. Good dressers and table and chairs, nice couches if I can find them, recliners if I can find them, maybe coffee tables and end tables, maybe. But other than that, I don't think I'm going to mess with too much furniture. I'm just going to go for the basics and just hit them hard whenever I can find them. Okay, other sale was a good one. Okay, it was that white dresser with the mirror. It was not real wood. I just picked it up on, when did I get that? Was it Friday? I don't remember when I got it now. But anyway, I picked it up for 10 bucks at a yard sale. And like I said, it's not real wood, but it was in good structural condition, we'll say. But cosmetic condition was terrible. It had like nail polish on it and marker and some scratches and scrapes and all that. But everything was there. All the drawers worked. They weren't broken. The mirror was still attached. It wasn't cracked. It was in good condition. So for 10 bucks, I knew it was going to be a good flip. And I kind of thought it would probably sell quickly at maybe 60 to 70 something dollars, but I decided to go ahead and ask $85. I had several people interested, and the first person that come by offered $75, and I took it. Although I probably could have held out. I think I could have got $85 because there was, as soon as they had like set up a time to come, then I started getting other people asking about it. So I know I could have held out for the $85 and got it. So anyway, I sold it for 75, only bought it for 10, so $65 profit. That is perfect. That is not like this amazing, mind-blowing, you know, life-changing amount of money, but if you can get a dresser and in less than a day sell it for 65 bucks, man, I'd find those all day long, you know, if I could do that. Okay, so that was it for the local sales over the weekend. I still have a bunch of stuff down there. I'm going to have to mark down prices. I do have people interested in some stools now that are going to come later this week. And the trunks are gonna, they're not doing so great. My really cool one I thought was gonna do amazing money is probably not gonna go near as high as I thought. But anyway, that'll be for the next video whenever those eventually sell. Okay, as far as eBay eBay sales, I should say, I had some pretty good ones. So we'll start here. This one is this, let's see if I can get it out here. I got this at a garage sale. This is a Diamond. There we go. Diamond Ultra Dock. It's some type of, it like plugs into a computer and then you can plug in all sorts of, I don't even know, like headphones and speakers and printers. It's just this huge dock and I don't really know what all it does. But I found it at a garage sale and they were asking $650, I think. And when I looked at it, I realized it was brand new. It had been opened, like the original plastic around it had been taken off, but when I opened it up inside, it was still brand new, never used. I knew it was a great deal, so I was trying to get cheaper. They're asking $650. I think they tried to offer like $5. The lady wouldn't budge. It was like, I think a Thursday or something, you know, first day of their weekend garage sale, so I knew she wasn't going to come down. But I tried anyway. Okay, so I looked these up. They were selling brand new for like $60 to $70, something like that. I'm trying to remember what now. Some of them had sold for like maybe $72, and a lot of them had sold maybe about $65, $67. So I put mine there, and it had been up for, I don't know, almost 2 months or something. It had been up for a while. I decided to drop the price down and do free shipping on it. So I put it down to $59.95 plus free shipping, and it finally sold. So I'll pay shipping. It's in the shoebox. It's going to go priority. It's kind of heavy, so it depends how far it goes. We'll assume on the low end $8, $7, $8, probably $8. On the high end, maybe $15. I don't think it'll be that high though. Probably in that roughly $10 range, and I paid $650 for it. So it's still a really good flip. Okay, next item is pretty cool. I bought this at a garage sale just because I remember it as a kid as being one of the coolest games ever that some of my friends had. Monster Mash. You have this little thing that stands, you click it, the three little parts here spin, and then it builds, you know, builds a monster with, you know, different head, different mouth, different like body. And then you have these cards that match it, and you're supposed to slap it with these sticks to snag it. So anyway, I got it for $1. I knew it was going to be a good deal. I thought, and based on comps, I figured it would probably sell for about $25 to $30. And I had to mark it down a little bit to get it to move, so I put it down at $22.95 plus shipping. Now it's in a priority box, so it's going to cost a little more to send out, and it ended up selling for $22.95 plus $8.75 shipping, which is a total of $31.70. So it's almost exactly what I thought. I figured it'd probably go for about $30. Now I kind of was thinking maybe $25, $30 plus shipping, but it seems like about $30 with free shipping is where it really wanted to go. Okay, next item. I've had this for a long time. I thought it was a really cool find, and I knew it would take the right person. This ended up being an international sale. This is a jacket, so wherever it's going, it must be cold or something, because it's really hot here now. Okay, so it has this really cool gold color, and it says Columbia Ski Club. Okay, very like 80s looking, and then the back has that written on the back as well. Probably some local this club that some people put together, something like that, but just has that really cool vintage, a little bit generic look to it that, you know, it's not so specific. It's not like, you know, Murfreesboro, South Carolina, club number 23, you know, it's not that specific, so it can be kind of generic and almost like something you might buy at like a little hipster store or something like that. But anyway, I got this. I paid a little bit much for it. I paid $5, I think, at Salvation Army, but it's in really good condition. No stains. The little metal painted buttons are not scratched up like a lot of these old jackets are. I mean, this is in really nice shape. If it had a tag on it, you'd probably think it was new, except for just a little bit of pilling inside. Okay, so anyway, I thought it was going to go for a lot more money. I figured I'd get like $40, $50 for it. I tried doing that. It didn't happen, and then every time I'd relist, I'd just drop the price, drop the price. Finally had it down to $24.95 with free shipping. I don't know why I went that low. I guess I was just trying to get rid of it. And it finally sold. It went international, so I will send it to Kentucky. Shipping will not be that expensive. I'll have to see. I might put it in a flat rate padded mailer, bubble mailer, if it costs more to send in just like one of these right here. But I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so I'm not going to make that much. I'm already down to $19.95 because I paid $5 on it, and I'll have to pay shipping. So I don't know. I'm not going to make much on this. Well, $10 to $15 maybe, something like that. So not real great, but it's a pretty cool jacket. So kind of curious where it's going, but I don't really want to have to look it up. Okay, next item that sold is one of these, and again, I have it in a priority box, but you can kind of see it's a little bit bowed out. The last one of these I sold, I decided to not send it in this box, so I'm still going back and forth. Do I really want to send it here and risk it maybe getting crushed, because they paid good money for this. So this is one of those Puzz 3D puzzles. I don't remember the year it's from. But this is the Citigroup Center. Comes with a bonus flat iron building, brand new sealed. Got this at a rummage sale. I actually picked up 3 of them. I paid $6 each. The last one sold for really good money, and then they had to drop the price a little bit to get people interested in these other 2. So I have 1 more left unsold. So the first one went, I think it went for $54.95. This one sold for $49.95. So I will hold on this price for a while to see if the other one sells, and if not, I might drop the price a little bit. Even if I sell it at $45 with free shipping at a $6 purchase price, it's still a good flip. So overall, I can turn my $18 purchase into well over $100. So that was a really, really good find. Okay, next one here, it was a fairly recent purchase. I got it within the last 2, maybe 3 weekends ago now, and it's kind of sealed up. But this is that hard leather black Harley Davidson purse. And I got it for $5, and I went to this sale. It was this brand new neighborhood. They were building all the houses around it, so they hadn't been there that long. They were having a garage sale. Things kind of smelled a little smoky, so I didn't buy any clothing or anything. This was okay. They had a lot of Harley stuff, though. I think they might have been getting rid of their motorcycle and all that, because they were selling a bunch of stuff. Okay, so anyway, I got it for $5. I looked it up. It was worth about $30, $35, so I was asking $34.95 or best offer. I had my best offer down to $30, and of course the first offer come through, they want that better deal, so they offered me $30. I decided to take it. So they also paid shipping, so it sold for $30 plus $6.70 shipping, which is a total of $36.70, and of course the $30 is what counts on my part, and I paid $5, so after fees and all that kind of stuff, I'll probably make $20-something. So I don't know, $21, $22, so not like amazing, but pretty good, not too bad. I don't remember if I mentioned, but this puzzle was with free shipping, so that'll take away some of the money. Okay, this last one was really cool. I took a big hit by accepting the best offer, but this weekend was about getting things to move. If people were giving me offers and I was comfortable with it, I just took it. I didn't even try to counter. I probably could have on this, but I don't know. Okay, so I bought this probably 5 weeks ago, something like that. I had it listed. This is really cool. One of my favorite things I bought in a while. So this is that old model from, I think, 1966. It's called the Serpent. And it's a little like Model T hot rod, and it's a big model too. I think it's I don't remember the scale on it now, but it's bigger than your normal model. So anyway, it has you know, very late 60s looking, just all the chrome and you know, the pie, what do you call them, pie crust slicks, and the serpent heads on the seats, and just a really cool look. Very cool artwork. The box is a little torn up, and the kit, I think, is complete, very close to complete, maybe 99 or 98% complete if it's not. And a couple of parts, I think a couple of engine parts were glued together, and then they started to paint it way back when, and then they put it all back. Anyway, I looked this up, and there was someone trying to ask $89.95 for one of these. So I did exactly the same thing. Okay, I put mine, oh, by the way, I paid $3 at a garage sale. So I put mine up for $89.95 with free shipping, just like the other one, and it got interest. It got a watcher and a bunch of people checking it out. Apparently they made like a, I don't know what you call it, a reissue or whatever, like a little more modern one. It's probably kind of old now, maybe within the last 15 years or something. But this is the original that's like, you know, 50 years old. And anyway, I had it at $89.95. Then it had been listed for a month, so it rolled back over and it went back to the top of my listings. So I dropped the price $5 to $84.95, and then I added best offer. And I dropped my best offer all the way down to $65. I was hoping that I would get some type of, you know, $70-something offer on it. And anyway, I think whenever you put best offer, people know you're willing. They don't know that you set a minimum on it, so they'd start throwing offers. And this guy was putting out several offers, and he started at, I don't remember what it was now. It was like $30 or $40. He went real low, and then he went up to like $50 or $55, and then he put in a $65 offer, and that one got accepted. The others were auto declined. And then this is the offer I saw, and I was thinking, oh man, it's $20 less than I'm asking, but it's the only person that has been willing to buy it, you know, and still $65 on a $3 purchase is a great flip. I should probably do it. Let me think about it. So I sat on it for a while and thought about it. I was like, I'm just going to sell it. This weekend is all about getting rid of stuff. I could wait another month or two to try to get that extra $10 or $15, or I could just sell this now and be done with it. So I decided to take it. So it sold for $65. That's with free shipping. It's not that heavy. I don't remember where it's going, but it won't cost that much. Probably around $10 or so. Maybe even a little less than that. And like I said, I only paid $3, so it's going to be a great flip no matter what. After fees and all that kind of stuff, I'll probably make like $45, $50, somewhere around there on it, so that's pretty good. So that was the sales of the weekend. I am going back to listing more stuff here in a little bit, and then like I said, there'll probably be some more local sales here today or in the next couple days, but that will be in the next video. I need to end this one because it's a little bit long. So anyway, if you like these videos, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Seems like the videos are starting to gain some traction now. People like them, so I'll just keep making them. And so go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done that as well. And then there's that little bell icon that you click, and it should be able to help you keep up with more of these videos. So anyway, thanks for checking it out.